Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. This is Talia tuning in live from Quest Studio. Wanted to tune in and give you some information. Like I had promised, every day I'm gonna kind of showcase some of the services and equipment that we have to help you be your best in 2021, get stronger and reach the goals that you have. So InBody is something that we released last month, and InBody is our body composition scale that we purchased for Quest Studio. She's right there. And it's an amazing tool for us to use to help not only track your body composition, how much of your weight is in water, in body fat, and lean muscle, but it also helps us to determine your goals. So where to kind of focus your workouts. And so it tells us how much muscle you have in each limb, your arms, your legs, your core, where you should be at. It helps us to determine kind of which direction you should go when it comes to your workouts, your nutrition, things like that. We started a Maintain, Don't Gain program for the week of Thanksgiving that ran through January 2nd. And so this week, everybody's doing their way outs. And so I want to show you in 6 weeks, one of our students, also one of my nutrition and coaching, wellness coaching clients. This is scan number 1 from 6 weeks ago. She was at 189.3, skeletal muscle mass of 59.1 pounds, and body fat mass at 81.7 pounds. So this is up here. Today, she's 0.2 pounds heavier. However, she's at 63.1 pounds of skeletal muscle. So she's up 4 pounds of muscle total, and she's down to 75.5 pounds of body fat. So even though her weight is up 0.2, she lost 81.7. She lost over 5 pounds of muscle. Forgive me for math. I'm terrible at math. That's why I work out for a living. But she gained 4 pounds of muscle. So when we look here, we look at her BMI is the same because the ratio of her height and her weight can't really change without changing her, since her weight didn't necessarily change, but her percent body fat went from 43.2 to 39.9. So she made some huge gains. The other thing you could see is let me rotate my phone here. Okay. Is her percentage. So she gained, one thing with this client, she is a member of our Quest Studio, and she is also a member of our Quest Studio on demand. So she can either work out here in the studio, go for walks with her dog, or work out at home. So we set a goal. She was working out about 2 workouts a week, mostly yoga, walking, low intensity. So we set a goal for the 6 weeks of the program to do 3 to 4 more high intensity HIIT classes, kickboxing, strength training specifically to build lean muscle. And so in those 6 weeks, she went from the big goal is we want all 4 segments of our body to be at 100% or higher and even. So she already had more muscle mass in her upper body. She increased and balanced out a little bit more in her upper body. She increased 2% in her lower body, which is great because we're getting her closer to that 100%. And she increased 3% in her trunk, in her core, which is huge in 6 weeks. It's a huge thing. So when we look at her progress here to here, her weight, like I said, only went up 0.2, but her skeletal muscle mass went up and her body fat went down. So as you do InBody screenings with us here at Quest Studio, it'll help us to track your progress. It'll give me nutritionally, the other big thing with her, let me turn this back, is that we've done metabolic testing with her to determine how many calories her body needs to reach the goal she has and what kind of exercise intensity she needs to do to reach the goal she has. So we use MyZone with her. It's a heart rate monitor system, so I can track her calorie burn during her workouts. But the big thing with her is she noticed with just her basal metabolic rate in those 6 weeks went up. So she actually needs to eat more to fuel, to maintain the muscles she's gained and has. And that's one thing most people think it's the opposite. They think they need to eat less to weigh less. And so for most people, they need to train harder and train more often, times than not, and then have proper nutrition to reach the goals they have. So I'm super excited for this client. She's worked so hard, has always been with us over the past couple years, but had a health scare, and we've turned her numbers around, and she's doing really, really well. So in 6 weeks, you can track. So with InBody, we offer these screenings to anyone. It's $10 for members, $20 for non-members. It's with a goal setting session. So we'll sit down typically about 15 to 30 minutes. Usually 15 is enough. You'll follow certain guidelines prior to the testing. Typically, it's best to do in the morning, fasted, no coffee, well hydrated, no alcohol, caffeine, at least 12 to 24 hours before. No exercise before, no breakfast before. Be consistent in the times you're doing it. But if we're training with clients, we're doing baseline testing right now with our members of the studio and our on-demand memberships, testing their fitness levels, having them weigh in for InBody, so that throughout the year, every quarter, we can retrack their progress. But really, it's good to do it monthly. With InBody, they say every 2 to 4 weeks. So if you're really focusing on a strength training program, it's great to use InBody to kind of know where you need to focus. A lot of clients have had injuries. I had hip surgery, so it was cool to see, the muscle mass from my surgery leg to my dominant leg. People that are dominant in one side, whether it's like, I remember my friend from college, her right arm was 2 inches bigger than her left because she scooped ice cream for the summers. So balancing, being able to do programs that balance out your muscle from upper to lower and side to side, so you're balanced. You think of older people get weaker as they get older, and they start to lose muscle mass in their trunk, and so they hunch forward and they're more imbalanced and they have more risk of falls. And so even for people who, this testing isn't just for young fit people who are working out, it's for everybody, because it's helping us to determine where you need to focus, whether that's really small, easy, light beginning workouts, or you're in here doing classes. It also helps us to kind of program your classes. So if your muscle mass is really strong and you're working out already, but your body fat is really high, and we need to get their body fat composition lower, then we need to focus on burning more calories and watching your nutrition, look at metabolic testing, and do more cardio workouts. If your strength is really low and you're doing just yoga or just walking, maybe we need to start incorporating strength training. And we could say, maybe if, like that client I just showed you, is her lower body muscle mass is under 100%, we want her to be at 100% or higher, or closer to that 110, 115 like her upper body's at, so she's balanced upper and lower body, but also to support so she can support the skeletal muscle mass and the body weight that she has. And so for her, I might say, okay, focus on flex appeal or flex classes that are total body strength, but also maybe bar that focuses on lower body toning and strength. Or if you're doing cardiovascular exercise, adding resistance to the legs. So if you're using an elliptical, adding resistance, or walking uphill, things like that. So if you're interested in InBody, I'm doing 2 scheduled sessions of appointments tomorrow, 8 to 10 a.m., and Saturday, 8 to 10 a.m., but I can do the appointments anytime. So reach out to me, comment below, say I'm in, message our studio page, go to our website, myqueststudio.com. If you click under services, you'll see InBody there. There's more information about it. And you can contact me there to schedule an appointment as well. So if you have any questions, let me know. But if you're looking to set new goals, it's always important to know where you started. When you come for InBody, we also do your measurements and we set some goals for you. And so when you come back, our device is able to store the information. We keep track with our 1,000-pound club. It's always our goal to help our members and community and our fitness community to lose 1,000 pounds or inches combined throughout the year. So we have a way for you to kind of track it, and we'll send you a tracker to have at home. So if you're interested, let me know. I'll be tuning in live tomorrow, probably tomorrow morning, to talk a little bit more about one of our other services, metabolic testing, kind of show you how it works, what it looks like. I'm going to do a testing on myself in the morning so that I can show you the results and how they work. I'll go through my results live and show you how we determine your caloric intake and your goals and things like that. I will do my InBody before that so that you can see the two and how they work together, and how the two tools combined really take the guesswork out of what you need to do. So if you have any questions, let me know. Enjoy the rest of your day. hello to everybody that is watching. Enjoy your afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.